what environment could lead to someone to do this? What do you think your chances are to practice it again?
It's up in the air. We don't know. I'm actually going expecting the worst.
In the eyes of the law, that kind of level of fraud is at the same level of as someone who commits a grievously bodily harm.
Correct. But my crime is punishable with prison. I could have gone to jail. I could have got handcuffs. I could have heard the slam of the door behind me, Jazz.
What advice would you give to your former self?
I would say look at the stress and trouble you're providing to your family who are there to support you. That's the main thing. The huge embarrassment I caused to my family is the greatest hurt here. There is no rationale for it. I've held my hands up and I've taken full accountability and responsibility for this. So I appreciate you apologizing, but it's no one's fault except my own. Pleading guilty is not a position that anyone wants to be in.
This episode is about to get very dark. Our guest today, a dentist who reached a very low point in his life and essentially comes on the show today to apologize. Apologize to you, apologize to all of us, apologize to the profession and the public. Except we're not making it public because this is going to be a rare, anonymous, and kind of like a secret episode. Listen on, because I'm going to explain. My guest wanted to come on the show publicly and reveal himself and just apologize for what he's done. But his indemnity told him that no, you cannot go on Jazz's podcast. And that was almost the end of it. So we spoke on Protrusive guidance and I gave him insurance that we can release this episode but keep him completely anonymous because there is so much we can learn from him. As lovely as it is, my friends, to talk about restorative dentistry, aligners, occlusion, bonding, all that lovely stuff we talk about so much on this podcast, it is imperative to discuss these really important non-clinical matters because with the clinical stuff, we're already used to sharing mistakes and failure and celebrating failure because it's an opportunity to learn and grow. But what about if that failure is a moral failure or an ethical failure? That's something we hardly ever discuss. It's like a huge taboo. Who's going to come out and stick their neck out and say that, hey, I did this really bad ethical thing? No one. Which is why these episodes don't exist. But I really wanted to break that mold. I wanted to share a story so powerful that it will really help us all to calibrate our moral compass, to remember why we entered this profession, and to never do anything that would bring the profession into disrepute. In this episode, we will discuss what he did and why he's so sorry and why you should never do what he did. He'll discuss his horrible ordeal him and his family have gone through. Essentially, what happens, what are the consequences of misconduct? What happens when you are investigated? The aim is to help prevent this. If someone listens to this and it changes their course of life, me and my son, we binge watch Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. So you know that one little thing now can greatly affect. And so the theme of it is that we create our own futures. We are the masters, the curators of our futures. But if you start doing the wrong thing, that will take you down a very different trajectory. Yes, we are dentists, but we are humans. And therefore, we may succumb to temptation. Think of all the athletes that we see in the media that are get in trouble for doping. Think about all the corruption with politicians. Think about all the stories of lust and people, celebrities being unfaithful, even though they're in the public eye and they do these shameful things. So just because we're dentists doesn't mean we're perfect, right? We may get tempted by some of the bad things in life because we're human. And what this episode must do is share a story so powerful that will really make you think in the face of temptation and to remind us that as dentists, we have moral and ethical obligations and regulatory requirements that we need to fulfill. We took an oath to fulfill these. Now, obviously, you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple or watching this on YouTube. In order not to bring the profession into further disrepute and so that we can discuss things more openly, this episode is only available on Protrusive guidance. Remember, it's free to access Protrusive guidance, but we just need to verify that you are a dentist. So head over to protrusive.app. Once you register, you'll get an email from Marie asking for some proof that you're a dentist. If you just send that over, it will expedite your entrance so quickly. And there's so many benefits of joining Protrusive guidance. You join the nicest and geekiest community of dentists in the world, but you also get to access this episode and one other secret episode we did, again with an anonymous guest, all about how a relationship trouble led this one dentist to go into alcohol abuse and all sorts of other things in life and what we can learn from that and how we can prevent others going down the same path. So those two secret episodes are only on our dentist-only platform. So remember guys, it's protrusive.app, that's the website. If you'd like to get CPD and stuff, then get one of the subscriptions. But if you want to join the community and access these secret episodes, you just need at minimum a free access pass. It is only for dentists and dental professionals, so don't even think about it if you're a member of the public. On reflection, Protrusive, this was a really powerful episode, and our guest was saying so much pain was being shared, and I also shared with him that I'm not perfect, right? And some of the things that I've done in my life and in my teens that I'm not proud of, but I want to show my human side and the fact that, look, we're all fallible. So I do hope you do this extra step to listen or watch this episode. Thanks so much, Protrusive. We go back to the usual podcast flow next episode. I'll catch you same time, same place next week. Bye for now.